The UK's new head of MI6 reportedly has a controversial family past. The paternal grandfather of Blaise Machiavelli, the MI6 chief, was reportedly a Soviet Red Army defector who later came to be known as a murderous Nazi spy chief called the Butcher. Machiavelli, who was named the first female chief of the Secret Intelligence Service on June 15th, previously led the agency's technology division. And until recently, very little was perhaps known about her background. German archives reveal that her grandfather was born in 1906 to a German-Polish father and Ukrainian mother. After serving a decade in a Siberian prison, he joined the Nazi Party soon after Germany invaded the Soviet Union. Documents show he defected from the Soviet Red Army in 1941 and began working as a Nazi informant. He was reportedly paid a monthly wage of around $340 in today's money for spying, and initially served with an SS tank unit which allegedly took part in massacres of Jews near Kiev. The MI6 chief's grandfather allegedly helped organize a 300-man Ukrainian police force that cooperated with Nazi death squads, with reports claiming that he participated in mass killings of Jews. The Soviets placed a massive bounty on him, around $274,000 in today's money, calling him the worst enemy of the Ukrainian people. His son, Machiavelli's father, was born in 1943. Machiavelli's grandmother fled to Britain and later remarried. Machiavelli's father reportedly took his stepfather's surname and built a career in the UK military as a radiologist and raised his family in Hong Kong. Well, the UK's Foreign Office reportedly said that Blaise Machiavelli never met her grandfather, adding that her ancestry reflects the chaos of Eastern Europe history and that her complex background has strengthened her commitment to protecting the UK against modern-day threats. Yesterday on the show, we told you how China is on a recruiting spree with top Chinese scientists returning home from abroad. And today, we will tell you how Trump's anti-Harvard campaign is fueling interest in UK colleges amongst Americans. Many high-achieving students are now looking across the Atlantic. Applications to UK colleges from US students are reportedly on the rise, with schools like Oxford, Cambridge and the London School of Economics becoming attractive options. Study portals, a platform widely used to research colleges, and said that foreign student searches of UK colleges rose 10% this year through May, with the number of those looking at American schools falling by a similar amount. Apart from that, the focus amongst the Americans on UK schools was up 12%. Reports suggest that Cambridge University is engaging with top American colleges amid growing tensions between the Trump administration and elite US colleges like Harvard. While an influx would be a welcome shift for UK universities whose finances have been squeezed in recent years, let's now tell you why students are leaving the once preferred destination for the United Kingdom. The Trump administration has started slashing funding, revoking visa for foreign students, and trying to block Harvard's overseas students from entering the United States of America. It has also intensified pressure on top US colleges for failing to address anti-Semitism on campus. And all these factors are now playing out against the Trump administration and firmly in favor of the United Kingdom. And is perhaps an indication that Trump's unprecedented effort to reshape higher education around his America First policy may turn into a boon for the United Kingdom colleges. Rockets from SpaceX exploding is no new affair really, but recently it has sparked a stronger reaction from Mexico, as Mexican president is considering to sue Elon Musk and his SpaceX over possible contamination from SpaceX rocket launches that sometimes rain bits of debris across the nearby Mexican border. Just last week, SpaceX Starship rocket exploded in a massive fireball at the company's Starbase facility in South Texas and cast debris on the beaches of the northern Mexican state of Tamaulipas. Even as no one was injured in the explosion, this has perhaps brought renewed focus to environmental concerns posed by failed test flights and exploding rockets, including high levels of pollution and its impact on local wildlife. And such events have been happening a lot. In late May, another SpaceX rocket reportedly broke apart during re-entry after a leak led to loss of control. Earlier in March, another flight was cut short minutes after liftoff by a hardware failure in one of the engines. And the list goes on. And from the looks of it, it seems Mexico has had enough.
We are about to meet. The federal cabinet is coordinating this work due to the security and environmental impacts of these rocket launches. Not only this particular one, but rocket launches in general and the impact in Tamaulipas state. They are conducting a general review and determining which international laws are being violated. From there, we will begin a process, because there is indeed pollution.
Scheinbaum also said that she was looking into if SpaceX potentially violated international law through its testings.
We are not only going to conduct a review, but also look into everything related to the rocket launches that are taking place very close to our border and the impact they are having on the area. Under international law, we will file the necessary complaints.
In response, SpaceX in a statement said that there were no hazards to the surrounding area and no chemical or toxicological risks to Starship materials. Further, it has sought the return of the debris, saying that it is offering resources and assistance to the Mexican government in the cleanup operation. But what is space debris after all? Space debris, also known as space junk, is basically any piece of machinery or debris left by humans in space, including big materials such as dead satellites that have failed or been left in orbit at the end of their mission, and smaller ones like bits of debris that have fallen off a rocket. All space debris is a result of materials launched from Earth and remains in orbit until it re-enters the atmosphere. However, when it falls on Earth, the implications are different. All said and done, the tiff between US and Mexico could not have been more timely, as the SpaceX controversy comes at a time of rising tensions between both the countries over issues including migration, fentanyl trafficking, and the name of the body of water near Starbase. And now, this political fallout making things tense between Musk and Mexico. The question being, will this blow up in the coming days? If so, will SpaceX resort to protective measures to avert such fallouts in the future? Well, that we'll have to wait and watch. We all know that art inspires fashion and vice versa. But what if it ends up becoming an appropriation of sorts of culture, ethos, and one's identity? Italian luxury fashion brand Prada is now facing heat just for this very reason. During the summer men's fashion week in Milan, Prada featured its male models walking the ramp wearing Kolhapuri chappals, a traditional footwear of an Indian origin. But as the credits for the show rolled, India was not mentioned even once. And the reference was too hard to miss altogether, especially by the citizens of the Indian city of Kolhapur in Maharashtra and the manufacturers of this distinctive footwear who feel somewhat betrayed. At the alleged appropriation of their trademark footwear, the artisans allege that the feature not just closely resembles their product, but also violates its geographical indication status given by the government of India, which is aimed at protecting intellectual property of manufacturers as well as preserving its heritage value. However, for the shoemakers, it's way beyond that. For them, it's a question of robbing them of their livelihoods, besides hurting their pride and dignity, especially when leather flat sandals reportedly priced at rupees 1.1 to rupees 1.2 lakh per pair are being put up for sales with no acknowledgement or compensation provided to the artisans. A delegation of Kolhapuri chappal manufacturers met Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, with artists and manufacturers seeking legal action and formal recognition from the brand. Many netizens have also come out in support of the artisans, calling it a cultural theft. While Prada is yet to comment on this controversy so far, let's just take a step back here and really wonder and ponder. Be it fashion or footwear, there's a thin line between inspiration and imitation. And depending on what one wishes to choose can make all the difference.